What's going on, guys? We are live again. Let's see if we got this going correct again. What's up, Scott? What up, Chris? Going live again. We'll let a few people get in here, and then we're going to have to discuss. I like this. Peter Brandt accepts only the original teachings of Wyckoff, not the modern day knockoffs. Damn. Nick is just home with the family, sorry to say. So keep his family in our prayers, and I'm going to keep it going here while Nick takes a little break, but he might be in there, who knows? And he never gets too far away, as everybody knows. I thought it was funny. Well, we had CNBC today. I think it all came from Peter Brandt because I told you guys to follow him a long time ago. I mean, he's a really good technician, older gentleman, been around forever. And I'm sure everybody's in here right now has seen this stuff. Let's just show it real quick. Because he had mentioned this morning, I saw. He had been calling for Head and Shoulders bottom, which I really don't follow. He had a green bar here. People was asking what it was, and he said possible Wyckoff sign of strength. That was possible. I mean, normally you would have some type of LPS, last point of support. Really, we didn't even get that. We would have had a few hours of that. Nothing that really would have looked like that. So it wasn't easy to call that a sign of strength. But obviously him doing that then also got CNBC, got Tom Lee talking about the Wyckoff buy signal. So we got Wyckoff at least in the news today. But I also wanted to show, let's bring this video in.
And we do want to draw your attention to a poll. And
let's bring this in real quick.
And we do want to draw your attention to a poll.
This is a poll that CNBC did today. I guess they did it this morning when we was trading 6,800, asking people, will we break 7,000? 7,200 people said no.
Poll from our sister show, Futures.
72% of them. It's crazy.
And we do want to draw your attention to a poll from our sister show, Futures Now. Fabulous online sensation that discusses Bitcoin pretty much all the time. Now, earlier today, Futures Now asked Twitter if they thought Bitcoin would break above 7,000. That was when Bitcoin was trading just under $6,800. Well, more than 7,700 people voted. 70% said no.
Pretty cynical.
So could all this pessimism be fueling part of this rally?
So that was interesting. I thought I'd show that. I tweeted that out. Everyone's like, well, I don't think everyone's bearish, etc. I would say with 72% of people stating that we couldn't even rally $200 through a previous high, the odds of that I would have thought would have been pretty high at that point. So for them to say that 72% say no, I think it's pretty obviously, as we've always said, you want to do the opposite of everybody. What's up, K9? What up, James Brown? Haven't seen James, I don't think, in a while. There's Who Flung Dung, Caroli, Taj, we finally got that break above 7,200. So hopefully, I mean, we're holding here well still this evening. So can't complain with that. And then see here, here's the same people. As everybody knows, it's on here. I talk about Elliot Wave a lot because even Brandt didn't talk about Wyckoff with volume. So you've got to bring in volume. So there's always too many idiots in the room. And Rakeem, you get tonight's special award. So as everyone should know that does Wyckoff, and you can't bring up one exchange volume and talk about, oh, there was good volume today, et cetera. So we're going to fix that issue and really shut everybody up. And obviously, Peter Brandt doesn't know anything about the original teachings of Wyckoff or where that came from. All of that came from Wyckoff Stock Market Institute. And that is the institute that I graduated from. I'm not sure if Peter Brandt took the original course or not, but we are the original teachers. We're not modern day knockoffs. He might look and figure that out, but probably not. He'd rather just probably talk about it. So here is updated the WWCI, the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. Again, you can see volume from 89 exchanges. So we did get some good volume coming in here off the low. And technometer still below neutral. Again, I'm not trading off of these. I got to check reliability. The programmers will be getting up here in a few hours. They're going to start in again with some questions I had today. But definitely the price and volume is coming in. These are just the custom indicators. They really came from Wyckoff, done by Bob Evans. Robert Evans owned the Institute for years as well. So what's up, Brady Pocock? Haven't seen you in a while. So, those are the original teachings of Wyckoff. And all we're doing is extending that. So, and then what do we got going on here? Where I got too much shit going on. Hold on a second, guys. I got too many windows open. We got to go over some charts. What the hell? Give me a second here. I got too many windows open. Everybody's saying that we're not getting to 20,000 again. Is that what the word is? We shall see. I try to sleep. I mean, if you call me, hit me up about 5 in the morning, I'll probably be dead ass asleep. Otherwise, I sleep whenever I can. All right, there's the 30-minute Bitcoin. I had mentioned earlier today that move above 7,400 probably could start at maybe a couple 100-point trading range. And I will say for Elliot wave or fourth wave, or just, a little bit of consolidation if you want to talk Wyckoff. So I've always said I'm probably about 90% Wyckoff on stocks, 10% Elliot wave as confirmation. When we didn't have volume from consolidated exchanges, I talked a lot about Elliot wave just to bring something to the channel. So that's what I'm doing. I agree, Brady. Nice to see you as well. I think, I'm still enthused here by the action, even what's gone on here in the last few months. So I'm anxious to see if we can hold these gains and keep them moving. And so far, everything looks good. I mean, I've called this pretty well the move down here the last month or so down here at these low levels. Yes, I've been hurt by being too long, but shit, in these markets, you got to look forward. So you got to be in the right coins, I think, here more importantly than anything. So I still think Bitcoin, if we zero in, let's go to a 5-minute. Easily here we could, still come down, make a 7,200. I mentioned 7,150 earlier today. If we got that, I would take that as a buy if you need to accumulate something or trying to nibble a little bit. I think 7,150 probably to support. If we start overlapping back down here at 6,850 or so, yes, I'd be worried about the short-term bullish structure. I think that would be too much of a pullback. But also would like to see some more, obviously see this thing trade, see some volume. Look at my pulse of the market software in the morning. So we're going to go through a few more here. Bitcoin Cash, still looking good. Let's go out to the 30-minute again. That thing just keeps working higher here, so gotta like that. Dash went to the new high above the previous. We was wanting on some of these coins. Classic still, I would expect Classic to act a little bit better here, so let's see if we can get that going. Ethereum broke out to 511 or so. So we was hoping for that, so we did get that. Litecoin 89.50. It as well went to 91, broke to a new high for the move. NEO needs to do a little more work. What's up, JPG? There's Ripple, takes out the 52 previous high. So I mentioned, I think some of these coins, you're just going to see them, I think, pop on their own with a little bit of news or somebody coming in and buying it. I think you'll just see that on various coins. I said earlier today, I don't think I'd take any short-term profits. I think I'd hold here, look for further strength. OMG trying to put it together, back to $8. ADA continued its rally from this morning. That one's staying right with it. Decred 76. Nice move out the bottom. Digibyte. Still a little slow here, but that was a pretty good rally off of 18, so not going to complain there. EOS trying at that $9 level. That's one that we think we probably should have some, because I really don't have much of that at all. What's up, Rocket? I'd agree, Scott, if XRP can get them moving here above 55, they're going to start chasing that one as well, I think. Stratus has came back pretty good here. Quick move from 220 to 330. So I like the way that looks. We've been talking about MAID. That one's still chugging higher. And then XLM off the news. Nice 1-2. We'd called 1-2, yep, on Elliot Wave off these bottoms, so because I don't know anything about Wyckoff. There's Zen USD 2610. ZRX went and did $1.30. That one firmed up even as well later today. So I've said before, guys, when the software gets down where I can talk about total volume, I'm going to be, probably 80% Wyckoff, 25% Elliot Wave. I'm going to keep talking about Elliot Wave. I might bring in a friend of mine. We're still working on the course. I'm still going to talk about some Elliot Wave because people want to learn. And I'm here just to try to help people. I don't consider myself a teacher. I'm a trader, money manager, etc. Manage money on the stock side and also the crypto side. So I'm doing what I can to teach. There's MasterCard news out today. I don't have that in front of me, but that was kind of crypto friendly. I tweeted Tom Lee is saying, and he's right, that there's going to be more people that want to buy Bitcoin at 10,000 and 20,000 than they wanted to at 6,000 or even right here where we're at. So bears are definitely salty. I've had a couple of them already show up tonight. So, but I don't follow the shorts over Bitmain or whatever. I heard that they were still shorting into the rally and getting wrecked. So I'm sure they're still doing that. That's cool. Let them keep doing that. I still don't think that works. I mean, and by Wyckoff here, yeah, we need further gains on good volume and pullbacks on lower volume. And then we need our OP Force and Tech to confirm this continue. I'm just hoping the software will get a little more reliable for me in the next day or two so I can really try to put some weight behind it, is what I'm hoping. So I don't know if anybody's got any other coins they want to kind of go through. There's ZIL, BTC, one that was strong and has slowed up quite a bit. NASDAQ opened down today and closed back higher. We've been long U.S. stock market. We think there's probably still more upside there. Also, I'd mention this, I would show the haters. If you want to go to wyckoffsmi.com, go to library, go to history of Wyckoff. Here it is back from the beginning and all the owners of the Wyckoff Institute. I took the course in 1982. Craig Schroeder was my teacher. He passed away. He was a great guy. Jim O'Brien took over at that point, and then I took over from Mr. O'Brien. I've spent a lot of money. I spent probably $50,000 on the software to get it more current, get it updating every 5 minutes, and brought the course online. So, and then went to the crypto and Wyckoff course for cryptos, lowered the price, trying to get people interested in Wyckoff. And we've done that in a big way. So, as everybody knows, we've sold almost 1,000 courses, still selling a lot more stock courses. Anybody hates on Wyckoff, I just sell more courses. So let everybody talk their shit. Taj, I don't think we'll pull back to 7,000. I don't think we'll get back that low, maybe 7,100 or something. I won't really follow the government crypto meeting tomorrow. I would think it'll be bullish if there is anything. I usually have too much going on here to follow much that's outside my normal routine. I'm sure people will be discussing it all day long. So ZXR Felix, maybe you mean ZRX, hopefully. There's ZRX. That was a perfect rally off the low. That was 5 waves. A pull back to 0.618. So again, Elliot wave is, I think, behind Wyckoff is the next best thing to do. And I've shouted him out before. Peter Brandt, I've told everybody to follow him. Gentleman been around forever. He knows his technical stuff. I will support him, even though he probably didn't know who he was when he made his comment, because there's a lot of people talking Wyckoff that are not following the rules. They're labeling charts wrong, etc. So, and I do call people out on that. So here's TRX USD. That's the 30-minute. Let's go to the 1 hour. I mean, that chart has acted horrible, as everybody knows. So I really do not own any Tron, and probably will not. And then, hold on, let me go to my alphabetized one, not my main one I trade off of. We got XMR USD. That one doesn't look, I mean, it's had obviously an extremely big pullback as well, but we have came off these lows. We just need that thing to extend. I'm going to check here as we talk, see if my software is working very well for some of these, like XMR, etc. Right now I have more charts against Bitcoin, which really, as everyone knows, that's not the chart I want to look at. I normally chart against USD. It makes more sense to me. I don't want to chart something that's moving against Bitcoin that's also a variable, so I'm not doing that. Here's ONT BTC. Again, not much to look at there. ONT was acting very well. So there it is, ONT versus Tether. Once again, a little bit of problem, but I think some of these coins will still dig in here, especially if Bitcoin continues higher. I think the sentiment changes in these markets quite a bit. So here's VEN. Another one that was strong, just came under pressure, but I'm guessing it's had its correction and also can continue to work higher. And Bitcoin just holding that 73.34 level. So for me to talk about volume, again, I'll bring in the software. This is what we call the WWCI, the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index. It's a index of some of the top cryptos that we set up 6 months ago. Volume coming in from 89 exchanges. So you can see here that volume down to here when the OP was hitting new lows, this was all selling. There's no big volume here. We've had stair-stepping volume coming in the last 3 days. So I don't think you can complain about that. I think it's not taking a lot of volume to get prices moving very well. So I'd like to see volume continue to expand, which I think can happen. I think shorts will continue to cover. I think people that are not positioned enough, I think all this tether sitting on the sidelines is all gonna come back. So I think volume can continue higher here. What, tether 2.7 billion, I guess, possibly. I don't know if that's current, but a lot of money still able to come to this market. So again, I don't see, we're using this to gauge the trend of the markets. So I think that chart still looks good. I don't think volume's a problem. Because again, guys, for any of these people that making comments about whatever, I mean, if they're bringing up a chart from Coinbase or whatever and talking volume, it makes no sense. That's why I tried to not do that in the past, because you don't want to say, well, volume is coming in, blah, 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 and then someone calls you out that, well, you're looking at an exchange and that was the only exchange that had any volume coming in. That'd be a little embarrassing. So that's why I've shied away from a lot of Wyckoff in the past, but anxious to bring it back in. So a lot of haters have said that I don't know anything about Wyckoff, but I own the Institute. I got all the original stuff here. So here's WAN BTC. And I've taken the course in 82 and I've won and topped in the top 20 numerous times. Actually, every time I ever entered a real money competition. And I did that with Wyckoff. So I do know what I'm doing, and I probably would trade against anybody that wanted to trade. Here's WAN USD. Again, a little weaker all the way down, a little weaker here. So not a favorite coin of mine. I'd rather have coins up here at the 375, 350 level, like a ZRX or some of these. It's leading it better short term. But on these weak coins, I think the worst is over. But I would not allow some of these weak coins to break to new lows. I think that's telling you that they're not going to be around. Not saying that's WAN, just any chart that doesn't look good. I think the key is you got to make sure you're going to be in these coins that's going to lead us higher in the next bull run, because a lot of them are going to fall off. So guys, that's really all I got. I got a little more work to do, and I'm going to try to hopefully get a little bit of rest. Be ready for tomorrow. There's DigiByte. That thing gets above the previous high, probably a run again, so we like DigiByte. What up, Ryan? Dusty. Just hopefully we turn the table here and we got more bullish sentiment coming in and more volume, because I think institutions that we've talked about are coming. People are just going to get in the chasing mood if they continue to hold and work higher. And if I'm wrong, if 60, let's just say somewhere around 6,900, if that level gives up on the downside, I don't know if that means we'll go to new lows again or what, but that'd be discouraging. So I'll watch those levels on the way back down if we don't stay strong. You're welcome, Bill. Thanks for always supporting. Probably not going to have a steak tonight. I ate a little bit. I had some leftover pizza before I came on. Look at a downtrend from June 27th. I mean, I'd agree if you're talking about that it's just going to kind of do a pullback here and work higher. I'd agree with that. I mean, I think we're going to keep working higher. We're not going to let people get into. We're not going to let anybody get Bitcoin too much cheaper. So I don't think they're going to pull back a lot here. Steven says where institutional money is coming, it's early adoption, no doubt. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of time to trade these things, accumulate more, buy dips, whatever. But I do agree. I mean, I think we're in, I don't think we'll probably see a 60, 70% correction again. I think we'll see a lot of 30 and 40s for a while. Maybe get 3, 30, and 40% corrections on the way up. And then we'll get a doozy again on the downside. We'll get another 60 or 70 somewhere. Jay Stevens, I think that's a great idea, but I don't want to be accused of giving you investment advice on that. That's obviously a shitload of risk. You got to think about your own personal situation, but I'm trying to turn a lot of my business to cryptos. I think we're at the start of like I say, the internet back in '95 or whatever. I think it's just, I think it's the place to be. And there's too much, when you got BlackRock, who's got trillions, and you've got the Goldman Sachs and everybody, you got Fidelity talking. If these things trend higher, that bullish talk is just going to keep getting louder and louder and louder. I'd agree, Jay, because 8%. I'm even getting some retired people that I manage their stock money. I'm trying to get them to take 5% because a 5% could do really wonders for them waking up 10 years from now. So I think that makes sense. Yeah, the correction's been painful. Next uptrend should be a beauty. So guys, I guess I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to probably just say that I'll be live sometime, let's just say 11, 12 o'clock tomorrow Central, and see what happens here. Charlie Lee said for everybody needs to buy 1 Bitcoin and then buy some shit coins after that if you want. Just buy the course. And let's hope overnight my software guys do their thing and fix a few little minor errors, because volume from all these exchanges, I think, is just going to be it's going to be a game changer for me and everybody else. So, all right, guys, thanks for the support, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good one.